We are in the heart of the postseason for fall high school sports, and many athletes, they are feeling the pressures of performing at high levels.
Chase Bachman is looking into the mental health of student athletes and challenges they face.
Student athletes have busier schedules and more decisions to make than ever before. So for a lot of them, it can feel overwhelming. I spoke with one athlete who felt those demands and how they managed it. Molly Malone is a star hitter for the St. Ursula volleyball team. You only need to watch her for a few minutes to see she's one of the biggest personalities on the court.
That competitiveness, it just brings out that energy in me.
But Molly didn't always play the game this way. A few years ago, Molly was on the brink of leaving volleyball.
My freshman year, we lost my uncle to his mental illness. And after that, I put so much pressure on myself to be perfect at all times that it ended up tearing me down.
Molly was not the first athlete to struggle and won't be the last. Mental health is one of the biggest issues facing young student athletes. She says things like the year-round dedication, busy schedules are just a few factors leading to more stress, anxiety, and depression. A study by the NCAA in 2023 reported that more than 1 in 4 student athletes felt they were overwhelmed, and the same number felt they were mentally exhausted. McKenna Wrights is the former head coach of the Springfield volleyball team. Wrights' teams won a conference championship in 2012 and developed more than 60 all-league players in her 14 seasons as head coach. She says one of the biggest parts of her job beyond coaching was helping players work through mental health obstacles.
We have to remember that they're just kids, that we have to give them the room to grow, not just physically and through their skills, but mentally, emotionally, and socially.
And it's not just Wrights. Other programs and leagues are recognizing the importance of mental health and taking steps to help student athletes. In 2022, the Toledo chapter of the National Football Foundation sponsored mental health awareness training for football teams in the Northern Lakes League. That same year, we interviewed NLL Commissioner Richard Brown, who said it was an early effort by the league to give the kids the tools to deal with mental health issues.
It's furthering their education. You have the schoolwork, you have the athletics and the practices and all that, but this is one more step to enhance an adolescent's opportunity to learn about things that are going on in our world today.
Dr. Lurley Archambault is a clinical psychiatrist who presents a mental health curriculum at events like the one with the NLL. Before he was a psychiatrist, he was a member of the Toledo Rockets football team. He says things have changed from his playing days and that society isn't doing enough to set student athletes and young people up for success.
From a psychiatric standpoint, I'm really very concerned that we are not creating the resilience in young people to deal with the kinds of things that will represent issues in their life that create anxiety.
Eventually, Molly Malone found her passion and purpose for playing volleyball again. She took the loss of her uncle and turned it into motivation.
I decided that everything I'm going to do, it's going to be dedicated to something bigger than myself. I dedicated everything I did to my uncle. Since
that decision, Molly has twice been a member of the CHSL all-conference teams. Molly says there's a lot of different things that teams and schools can do to help treat student-athlete mental health, but it starts with listening.
I think it's just about making sure that the people around us understand what we're struggling with. It's so easy to get consumed by your sport and by school. It's okay to be vulnerable, and that being vulnerable isn't a weakness, and you should be able to reach out to people around you, and people should want to listen to you.
Chase Bachman for WTOL 11.